Time for October releases. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Zach with Zacks Books, and welcome back to day 2 of Zocktober. We are doing October releases today, so I am getting this video up before any major releases really happen, so you're not really missing anything. There are going to be, I believe we have 6 of them that I'm going to be talking about today. We will have them linked down below. Also down below, don't forget to check out the podcast, all the other stuff we got going on. We got Danielle's channel, all the other stuff that's going on down there, Pango Books, all that fun stuff. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the books. Alright, first one up is Such Sharp Teeth, that's a tongue twister, being released October 4th, and that is by Rachel Harrison. The cover is absolutely stunning, which you'll see on either side of me or somewhere on the screen. It is an author that I have read before. I read The Return by her, and I think I gave it 4 stars maybe. Check out Goodreads down below. I read it early on in my booktube career. I got my phone with me, got a blurb for you. It's like a werewolf story, and so it's something that I have not really dug into that trope of before. So we'll see if this is something I enjoy. But here's a blurb. A young woman in need of a transformation finds herself in touch with the animal inside in this gripping, incisive novel from the author of Cackle and The Return. Cackle was another one I really wanted to read, but I just didn't get to it. This darkly comedic love story is a brilliantly layered portrait of trauma, rage, and vulnerability. I can't talk right now. But yes, no, I have... Like I said, I read one book by her before, and I wanted to get to Cackle, but I just never got to it. If you've read it, maybe let me know in the comments your thoughts on it. But yes, I am excited to get to this book. It is a stunning cover. I'm looking at it across the way, and you guys probably saw it on the screen. Not gonna lie, that moon with the wolf in it kind of looks like the Thundercats logo. I feel weird saying that. But yeah, there you have Such Sharp Teeth by Rachel Harrison, being released October 4th. Next up is Curse of the Reaper by Brian McCauley, and this is also being released October 4th. I have not read anything from this author before. The cover looks absolutely sick. Again, I'm looking at it across the way, and you guys are looking at it on the screen. I think it looks really cool. It sounds interesting, and let's see what it says. Scream meets The Shining. I already like that. In this page-turning horror tale about an aging actor haunted by the slasher movie villain he brought to life. Curse of the Reaper is a tightly plotted thriller that walks the tightrope between the psychological and the supernatural, while characters struggling with addiction and identity bring to light the harrowing cost of Hollywood fame. I mean, that sounds intriguing to me, especially with the Scream It Meets The Shining aspect. Obviously, I love The Shining, and Scream is a pretty decent movie. Again, this is an author I've not read before, so I do not know a whole lot about him. But if you've read anything by him, let me know some of your favorites. But otherwise, I will probably be picking this up because it sounds very intriguing. So there you have Curse of the Reaper by Brian McCauley, October 4th. Alright, next up is The Hollow Kind by Andy Davidson, and this is being released October 11th. The cover looks pretty intriguing. I believe that's an upside-down cat, but it could be a bear. I'm not sure, but it looks really cool. Again, this is an author that I don't believe I've read anything from, and so I'm going to keep this one nice and short, but here is the blurb that I have for it. From the author of The Boatman's Daughter, The Hollow Kind is a jaw-dropping novel about legacy and the horrors that hide in the dark corners of family history. Gothic fable tracing the spectacular fall of the Redfern family will haunt you long after you turn the final page. Not a whole lot there, which is fine because I usually like going into thriller books and stuff like that pretty vague if I don't know anything about them. It's just the kind of thing that I personally enjoy more is not knowing, and I feel like the unknown makes it a more like better feeling atmosphere of story when you're reading it. I guess that's a sentence. I just came up with that. Yeah, no, I'm very excited to get this one. Again, I'm thinking that's a bear. That's got to be a bear. Yes, I'm very excited to get to this one. The Hollow Kind, Andy Davidson, being released October 11th. Next up is Little Eve by Catriona Ward, also being released October 11th. So, cover looks nice. I want to say that is a castle or a big mansion of some sort. Looks pretty cool, like the reflection in the water. Again, I'm looking at there and you're looking at it on screen. The blurb is as follows. A great day is upon us. He is coming, the world will be washed away. On the wind-battered isle of Altanara, off the wildest coast of Scotland, a clan prepares to bring about the end of the world and its imminent rebirth. So yeah, I'm going to presume it's probably a castle. The Adir is coming, and one of their number will inherit its powers. They all want the honor, but young Eve is willing to do anything for the distinction. A reckoning beyond Eve's imagination begins when Chief Inspector Black arrives to investigate a brutal murder, and their sacred ceremony goes terribly wrong. And soon all the secrets of Altnahara will be uncovered. Yeah, that sounds pretty intriguing. Yeah, that's Scotland. I'm going to imagine that's probably a castle. That would be my utmost guess. It sounds very intriguing. I did not read The Last House on Needless Street, which is another book by her. A lot of people really enjoyed that book, and I just didn't get to it. So maybe I'll do a Catriona Ward reading vlog, and I'll do this book and maybe another one, and The Last House on Needless Street. Who knows? But yeah, no. I don't know anything else about it. Like I said in the previous book, I don't really want to know a whole lot going into like a lot of the thriller books or anything like that, because I just want to be as surprised reading everything fresh. So, but yeah, there you have Little Eve by Catriona Ward, being released October 11th. All right, next up is a very fun author for me. It is ghostwritten by Ronald Malfi. Yeah, you'll get a blooper reel soon for that one. But yes, this is 4 short novellas. I do not know the titles of the 4 of them, and so this one's going to be probably pretty quick. This is what it says here. 4 brand new horror novellas from a modern day Algernon Blackwood. Don't know if I'm pronouncing the first one correctly. Sorry. All about books, stories, manuscripts. The written word has never had sharper teeth. So that could be a play on words. Sharper teeth. The cover looks like really eerie and really creepy. I want to say that looks like a doll, but it could be a person. I have no idea. That looks really creepy, though. Books can be deadly. That's also what it says. So that's pretty intriguing. But you know, I want to say the book was called Blackmouth. I think that was the other book by this gentleman, and I did not get to it. But I think we got it from the library, and I might take a look at it because Blackmouth sounded very intriguing. But you know, I have not read anything from this author before, so we'll see how this one goes. It is novellas, so maybe I'll do a video on it. But there you have Ghost, written by Ronald Malfi. No, I said it wrong again. Ugh. So there you have Ghost, written by Ronald Malfi, coming out October 11th. Alright, last up is The House at Phantom Park, being released October 11th by Graham Masterton. Fudge me, man. Why can't I say people's names? Oh, I got Ronald Malfi correct, I think. Actually, there is a typo here. my editor has just given me a note. It's being released October 13th. The House at Phantom Park, Graham Masterton, being released October 13th. Sorry, we had a little typo on our handwritten note. But yes, the cover looks really cool. It looks cool. I've never read a book by Graham Masterton before, so we'll see how this one goes. But this is what it says. Disturbing, original, terrifying. The master of horror is back with the chilling tale of what lurks in the walls of an abandoned hospital. Okay, lurks the walls in an abandoned hospital. Okay, that sounds intriguing. I also see the word dogs coming up, so I want to say there might be a doge involved, which is always exciting for books, as long as they survive. I have not read anything by this author, like I said, so it sounds very intriguing. Abandoned hospital. Those are like all those like scary like YouTubers. They like usually go to like abandoned hospitals because that's normally where a lot of death happens. So like usually very scary things. So like eek. But yes, that is the last book. That is The House at Phantom Park. Again, the cover looks phenomenal. By Graham Masterton, being released October 13th, not the 11th. Alright, so these are 6 releases that I'm most anticipating for October. I might have made an error earlier by calling some of them thriller books. None of these are thriller books. These are all horror books. We are having a tough day today. But yes, I'm excited for all 6 of these horror books. And again, I have read, I think only from one of these authors, and that was Rachel Harrison, the very first person. So, very excited to get to these. A lot of them are very horrific and spooky. I'm most excited for The House at Phantom Park because abandoned hospitals are like spooky AF, yo. So, yes, we will have everything listed down below. Podcast, other channels of YouTube and Instagram and Bookstagram and all that fun stuff. What are releases you're excited for in October? Make sure you let me know in the comments down below. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in tomorrow's episode of Zocktober. Later.